subscribers, and welcome to my YouTube channel. It is the second of the month, which means it's time for the SheetLoad creative team to share our version of this month's SheetLoad of Cards sketch. Now, the SheetLoad of Cards is a sketch, cutting guide, and full supply list provided free to all of Call Me Crafty Al's subscribers. I will be sure to link to Call Me Crafty Al's channel in the description box below. Now, on the first of each month, Alicia of the Call Me Crafty Al channel shares the newest SheetLoad of Cards sketch. On the second of the month, Alicia shares a full process video showing how to use the SheetLoad sketch, including any tips or tricks she may have. Now, the creative team also shares our version of how we use the SheetLoad of Cards sketch on the second of the month. There will be a link to a playlist in the description box below so that you can follow along with all of the creative team members for the March 2025 SheetLoad of Cards sketch. If you'd like to play along with this month's SheetLoad sketch, please make sure to use the hashtags on the sketch when sharing on social media. This way we can see what all our crafty friends have created. Now, the sketch does share what supplies are needed, how many cards the sketch will yield, and this month it yields 8. The dimensions in case you want to make one card instead of the full batch, plus alternatives or other ways to use the sketch, such as rotating the sketch. Now this month's sketch is a special edition. You can use your 6x6 paper. Now, page 2 is your cutting guide. It shows you how to cut your pattern paper as well as any cardstock you may need. Now, I decided to use 12x12 paper for this month's sketch instead of the 6x6 paper. And the reason for that is that I'm trying to work through this 12x12 pad of Christmas paper, hopefully by the end of March. And so I thought I would just kind of quadruple the recipe, if you will, since a 12x12 sheet of paper is equivalent to 4 6x6 sheets. So let me show you the papers that I used. I did use 4 different pattern papers, as is called for in the sketch. And I used this pretty one with the snowflakes on it. This one with all the Christmas stockings and mistletoe on it. This print with all the like gingerbread, Christmas gifts, lots of holiday images on there. And then this one with a bunch of Christmas trees on them. See? So those were the 4 sheets that I used. Now let me show you the cards that I made. So what I did was for my matte layers, I went with 2 different shades of teal for these ones. So I went with a darker teal for these matte layers and a lighter teal. And I stamped that Merry Christmas sentiment. And this is from a Gina K stamp set, is the Starstruck stamp set. So it was this sentiment here, Merry Christmas. And then I did stamp it. This one I stamped using my Gina K Sea Glass ink. And this one I used Tranquil Teal, also by Gina K. And then I also matted the sentiment strip. So I kind of changed that up just a bit. So those are the 2 teals. Then I also did a set with a brighter pink matte layer and a pale pink matte layer. And then for those sentiments, I stamped the lighter one in Innocent Pink and the darker one in Passionate Pink. Now, as far as the enamel dots go on them, I just used a variety of enamel dots I had in my stash. Some were from Dollar Tree, like these down here. Some, I think these were from Cat Scrappiness. A few, I believe, were also from Not Too Shabby. And then these little ones that are shaped like ornaments were some shape sprinkles from Doodlebug Design. So let me kind of flip through all the cards so you can see what I made. So here are the teal ones I made, and you'll see they're pretty much identical, maybe changed up the size of enamel dots. just because I had to use what I had in my stash. I didn't want to have to go buy more enamel dots. And then with the extra strip of pattern paper, I did add that to the inside of the cards. So there are my darker teal cards, the layout that I used with a darker teal matte layer. And then here are my lighter teal ones. Again, I did the same thing, used enamel dots that I had in my stash just to make it work, because the sketch did call for like 3 I don't know, embellishments on the bottom. So there are those. And then again, also that extra strip, I added that to the inside of each of the cards. So I made it work so that there was enough to go inside each card. So this is the 8 cards I made using the lighter teal color as the matte layer. And then here are my brighter pink matte layer and enamel dots as well. So pretty. I love to have Christmas cards that are not traditional colors. So I like the pink and the teal. So those are those 8. And again, some of that cardstock, the strip left over. And then here are my pink cards with the lighter matte layer. And some of the lighter enamel dots as well, and the lighter little shape sprinkles. And of course, the leftover strip of pattern paper. So because I used 12 by 12 paper, I was able to get 4 times as many cards. So I got 32 cards using this month's sheet load of cards sketch. Let me know in the comments below which card is your favorite. The one with a lighter teal matte, the darker teal matte, the lighter pink matte, or the darker pink matte. Thanks so much for sticking around to the end. I'd be thrilled if you subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on any of my other social media platforms. As always, have a beautiful, safe, and creative day. Thanks for watching. Place that I can come home to. Yes, I am on my way.